The kind of game that suits your taste, am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is going to come down to guard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about that strong perimeter defense.
Now here's Howard. There's the pass to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Okongwu. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Pass to Jaquez. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
And good recognition there from Trey. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
Howard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Howard. And he goes big with the dunk right over Rui Hachimura.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Jaquez. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Cousins. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
There's a lot of great things to say about DeMarcus Cousins' offensive game, but I know defenders fear the most when he's down low and picks an angle to attack you like that in the paint.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Howard. He dishes it to Cousins. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He really has a nice stroke as Beasley's jumper is able to fall.
Howard with a clean look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Young kicks to Okongwu. Fires from the wing. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Freeze checked in for pressing. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. The Hawks, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Griffin passes to Howard. Back to Griffin. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Atlanta.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Passes it to Mashburn. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Here's Hachimura. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. Beasley against Free. Cousins with a screen on Beasley. Free passes to Cousins. Over Okongwu. Misses off the right iron.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's World B. Free. Atlanta with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Utah calls timeout. making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at Utah. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
And seeing where Utah is, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Hands it from downtown.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Howard. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Yeah, check out the hops on Blake Griffin. Just one of those lethal alley-oop threats in the NBA.
Hits it from three-point range.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Young dishes to Beasley. Here's Hachimura. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Utah.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And the Hawks with possession here. It's a 14-point game. Okongwu finds Beasley. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Atlanta. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Lowry Markkanen. Richardson is out there with 3. Then there's Randolph. And it's Mashburn in at the 3. And a classic, the bank shot. Very popular at one time. Brett, what happened to it?
I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball. But guys really just don't get the ball in possession where they're going to use a good angle off the glass. Those are usually mid-range shots. How many of those do you see?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Utah shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. The pass to Mashburn. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Pressey's checked in for Jason Richardson. Here's Hawkes. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Shot to stop the run, and the basket by Free. Free's got 5 now.
And you see the vision there from Pressey. He's just so comfortable with the ball in his hands, setting up his teammates.
On the high post, and again, it's Atlanta.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you know, for the matchup with Omaha, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Griffin's checked in for the Jazz.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Randolph, lays it up and banks it in. Randolph's got his first points in this one.
Always has had such a nice, soft, deft touch. Randolph feels like he can score at will right now.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations. When the ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. 5 on the clock. That one, no good. Jaquez the pass to Hachimura. And that one, good. Hachimura's got 11.
Yeah, Hachimura flexing on the inside now.
Pass to Pressey. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Picked by Griffin. Here's Mashburn, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Team first.
For Utah, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
And Utah making a change here. Howard's checked in. Here's Black. 5 points in the game. Jaquez the pass to Black. Out to the wing. Fades. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly it. You combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
For 3, Murray drills the three-pointer. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Jaquez. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And the Jazz call time here.
In the offense,
Freeze checked in for Utah. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. And you look at Johnson, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And, of course, Rui Hachimura, a few spots down. He's another top 10 guy in three-point shooting percentage.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the three isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
Well, even though they can score from anywhere on the court, once they get behind the arc, that's where they do the most damage. As an opponent, the last thing you want to see is one of them getting a hot hand from deep.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Zach Randolph.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Up top, Griffin. Back to Markkanen. Kicks to Howard. Griffin a screen on Murray. Free passes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And the roll by Griffin is what sets it up there. Just a great job reading the room that he had off of the pick and roll and being ready to shoot.
Here's Hachimura. It's good from about 19 feet. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. No one near him. Jump shot is good. Howard's got 7 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's tipped. They push it up 4 on 3. In a wide open look for Hachimura. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Atlanta leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too that missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
I like that we're finally getting into it. There's been a lot of talk. Now let's get to the action.
Man, plenty of anticipation around the dunk contest every year. The fans love it. I love it. So let's go!
And back to the matchup at hand. Everything has been going smoothly for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're extremely active. I mean, relentless on the boards, getting a lot of 50-50 balls. Great work ethic.
A sensational start for them. Lots of positive momentum heading into the second half. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. In the backcourt, it's the Stars, Young and Murray. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Johnson. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 speed. It's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That one off the back iron and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Murray, no good. And stolen by Cousins. And now Utah, fast break. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 9.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Passes to Murray. And now the fast break, Griffin with the ball, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Young dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Murray. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. 5th, the Jazz.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Utah calls timeout.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Griffin? Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
And Cousins kicks to Pressey. Griffin against Bamba. Stolen by Bamba. For the power on that Prudence.
Really good at getting down the floor. When Bamba is hustling, good things often happen in transition.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports, with the young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
That looks, DA, like a win-win, and we thank you for your report.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Now the pass to Pressey. Cousins, no one around him, gets a very good look and converts. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter. And Young kicks to Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Pressey. To the inside. No good from Cousins.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now Griffin, following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray.
That's power from DeMarcus Cousins.
Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Johnson, off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here is Young. He has 6. Now the feed to Cousins, and the shot goes in. Cousins has got 10 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside for Murray, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And wasting no time, DeJounte Murray off the catch.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Cousins with a screen on Young. Mashburn the pass to Cousins. Oh, Griffin in position, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Johnson, rebounded by the Jazz.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And the 2009 draft #1 pick, Blake Griffin out of Oklahoma, right now doing everything on offense.
Young's shot is off. On offense, here are the Jazz. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Howard kicks to Griffin. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Johnson, that's for 2. And that one's on target from the wing.
That's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
Pass to Mashburn. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Howard. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. No good on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The leaner. Here's Okongwu. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Young from outside. It's good from long range. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one success. Here now a chance to show you assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so in the game for the Jazz, Griffin out there with Richardson. Then there's Randolph. Then there's Free, and it's Pressey in at the two-guard spot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Johnson for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Griffin's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And you love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
To the paint. Randolph can't hit.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Griffin kicks to Pressey. Here's Randolph. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Young passes to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo. That's helped them score on the fast break.
And the pass to Griffin. Kicks it to Pressey. Griffin sets the screen for Richardson. Shoots over Johnson. Nails it from the high post. Richardson's got his first 2 points of the night.
He's so accurate as a shooter from that mid-range. Richardson, someone you've got to try to take that away from.
Deep two from Murray. Again, the Hawks good for two.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's World B Free. Griffin dishes to Randolph. Griffin a screen on Young. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Team's first. Substitution on the court.
Here is Howard.
And he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Howard. From deep, Johnson. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Jazz.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Cousins with a screen on Young. Howard finds Cousins, and it's sent back by Okongwu. Young inside. Cousins is there. Murray, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Cousins. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Shooting.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Murray. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now Howard. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.